So on the drawing development uploads that are about to go on today, today has been the 13th of September 2005. The stuff for this won't be uploaded for a long time. I was just trying to explain about how this thing's developed. Now when the door opens, you know, it opens into that. So all that work. But then I realised when the telly goes on, I can't let this door come back anymore. Because if that telly swings out a little bit and you close that door, you'll hit the edge of the telly and it'll crack. That's it. It's finished. Because that telly's not going to stay parked in there. Not getting stay parked in there. The whole idea of that television is to swing it out. And it's 1200. It's 1200. You see how far it comes out on its bracket. 1200 is a long way, right? And that's not just the 1200, it's the bracket as well. The bracket and the swinging arm. When that's at its full extension, look, it's middle of the room. When that comes out, when it swings out, there's an offset round there. And that's 1200. There, look. Somewhere in there. That's some flipping roots. Tape measure all frizzly-frozzly, isn't it? That flipping pig. And it sticks to stuff. What's wrong with you? 1100, 1200. There. Plus a little. Oh, go back. That's how far it's coming out. You see that spot tube up there? That's 1200, look. That's over halfway over this bed. That's there. It's a long way. It's nearly at the same level as that pull, the thingy pull. It's nearly at the same place. That's it there. That's nearly at the same position. I bet you it's the same position. I'll go measure that. I'll do it on there. 1200. I can't get the box. Obviously, it's 1200 plus. Plus, it's nearly 200. Well, I told you 1200's there. So if I go to 1300, 1350, it will not be. I cannot get it to stay. You know, this only goes so far and then it'll twink, it'll twang. I don't want to break it. 1300, that's right there. Look, 1350's right there. 1350's there. So that telly is going to swing out that far. That's why it has to be above his head, because he's got to be able to walk underneath it. That's why everything was set like the way it was set, all designed, pre-designed, to make sure nothing goes wrong. And if he wears disco boots, he's gonna clout it. God, I get some weird thoughts in my brain. Oh, we're looking for that. It's up here. It needs to go back down. I said somebody's stolen it. It's there. Nobody could have stolen it. You can't get in oos. And if they do, that's it. I'll have to be talking to Mr. Officer and explaining why there's blood on the walls, you know. I was trying to show you something, but I can't find it. Can you see where I got all this stuff stashed? I have it all over the house. You know, look at them. It doesn't say I buy stuff in bulk. I don't. They're 20, 30 pence a pop. Look at them all. Look at them all in there. There's a ton of them. Remember where they are, because I'm needing them. I've got joints to make. I use them for all sorts. I made greenhouses and sheds with them. That's all that were holding it up. And they were up, you know, for a long time. 2013, and they didn't bloody fall over. I tried to find something and it's gone. I bought some little, there, look, they're down there. That's where they are. Right, I remember now. Right, so here's what we've done. All the pipes have all been labelled up. Right, but they can't put the front back on because they've got to be tested with water. I'll probably pour water into all this on Monday or something. My lad's gone to, is it Cheshire? Cheshire, on a camping trip. Some llama farmer. He's paid money to some llama farmer for 2 nights or 3 nights to camp out in this horrible weather that we just had. So it's chucking buckets. Chucking buckets, it was chucking buckets. Right, so that's all built now, all done. We're on the back end of the construction now. Just the panelling to put down that long wall to just get insulation, because that wall is freezing all the time. It's wind blows and rain blows from west, that's west. It blows and that wall is cold all the time. And when the alcove, we had this box that came out here, this partition, everything that were in there went mouldy because there's no airflow. And I put vents in it as well. I'm not joking, there were vents all along the bottom, vents all along the top. I've still got the vents, not the walls gone, and I've used every bit of material that was in there has gone into that wall. All the plasterboard that came off 2 sides of that went into that wall. You've got to see it. I've used every little bit up. Every little bit. Look at the work. Look at that. I used all the wood up. All the wood got used in here. And there I used every little drop up. Bought new floorboards. They went at the top. Look, they're all floorboards up there. You can go stand on that. And I have done because I had to stand on it to get it out. Those are those Temu magnetic holders I was telling you about. I'm remaking this door. This door's going to be remade. It's going to be a door like that with a hinge in it, because the hinge that's on there is a surface hinge and it can only come out 90 degrees and stop, and I want it to come all the way back. I'm making that door. I'm making that door. And then swing over there. I'm making 2 doors for there. Swing back over here. I'm making the door up there. That's a double door. I make a little door for there, half a door, just a single door. That's why they're like that. They put the hinges on. That's why they like that, to put the hinges on. But to put that in to get this, the wall was thicker with plaster. And I'm going to put this on and then put plasterboard on, but now it's sort of level. And I've got ways of making everything level. All sorts of little magic-y trickies I'll show you. I'll show you all the little tricks. You know, you probably know them. You know, you builders and constructors, and you all know all this magical stuff. But I'll just show you how I... Oh, you're going to put your foot on that. Oh, breaker bar, my God, it was garbage. Not break, we don't call them that, do we? Call them crowbars for some reason. I never knew why. Anyway, never mind. Right, I'm off. I'm going down now. Knackered, got to get some food.